What's up, MP?
It's your night tonight.
Crazy to think about, right? When I first met you, you was just some kid from Vermont trying to get college scouts to take notice of you. Now look at you.
Well, I always believed it was possible. But when you're in it, going day to day, you're so focused on that next thing, you never take the time to take a step back and just realize, whoa, it's actually happening.
Well, stop. Take a deep breath. Look around. Whatever else happens, you made it to the league. Only a tiny fraction of hoopers make it this far.
Yeah, you saw that in me. How'd you know?
I knew you were a great high school player who needed more eyeballs on you. I didn't know you'd make it to the league.
Keeping me humble, I appreciate that.
Nah, I'm saying it's a hard thing to predict. What it takes to make it here, you can't see that on film.
And what's that?
A burning desire, irrational confidence.
Ooh, I don't know if I would call it irrational, if you could back it up.
Making it to the league is like winning the lottery. Unless you LeBron, odds are it ain't happening. It's a terrible bet.
Yeah. Skipping college to go to Europe, that was definitely a bad bet.
No, that's what I'm talking about. You made your own path. And no matter how hard things got for you, you never stopped trying. That's what all the ones who make it have in common. They never quit.
Always good talking to you, Dion.
My man.
Well, Doris, the end of the regular season fast approaching. Are most teams where you expect them to be?
No, I mean, there's always some big surprises, right? That's what makes this game so compelling. There's never a way to predict who's going to rise and fall throughout the year. There's always something unexpected.
In the back half of the season, rookies are being scrutinized as award season approaches. MP is set. His sights are set on winning Rookie of the Year.
Well, he's certainly one of the crown jewels of this rookie class. But remember when he talked about sort of distancing himself from his peers? That hasn't come to fruition, and he's taken some flack for it too. That's why starting tonight, I look for him to shift into a higher gear.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Stephen Curry is out there with MP, and it's Horford in at the 5.
Can't sleep on McCollum, not even for a second, because that's when he strikes.
Here's Jemison, blocked! McCollum outside. It's Middleton on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Now, if you're the defense, you can't allow Middleton to heat up out there. I mean, he can be so efficient from long range.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Hits the trifecta. Jimison's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
McCollum against Curry. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 points.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range, this is exactly what you want.
Goes up on the wing. Oh, another miss by MP. The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Knicks made a big difference. He tallied 21 points and knocked down his share of three-pointers. That was a factor, too. He and his team are really clicking right now, and you'd love to see that momentum carry them through the rest of the year. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. What a commanding performance in that one. He led the charge for his guys.
Yeah, it's clear this guy is unafraid. He relishes the opportunity to take over for his team.
I think he's got to find the appropriate balance between not forcing it and not settling. Boy, normally Normally, he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
MP finds Butler. From deep, MP nails it from 3. 11 points in the game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Middleton. There's the triple. Horford pulls it in.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little. Yeah, and what a slam by Johnson. I like when he goes up with aggression.
Johnson against MP. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Middleton outside. Pass to Kispert. Johnson against MP. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Green.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
MP against Johnson. Over MP. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, ending the quarter up 10. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got Buddy Hield. MP is out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Santos in at the 4.
Wow, MP in the catch and shoot, just ready as soon as he touches the basketball.
Pass to Bagley. MP inside. Koulibaly defending. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Carrington. Just 5 to shoot. From the wing, after missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. The Warriors lead by 13. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Washington making some changes. Middleton is checked in for George. Kispert comes in for Whitmore. And it's McCollum in for Carrington. Now here's Bagley. No points so far. Three-pointer is up. Middleton knocks it down from distance.
And Middleton has so much confidence in his jump shot, especially from the three-point line.
And so MP will bring it up for the Warriors. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Now here's MP. Pass to Santos. Screen by MP. The 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
It's stolen. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Jackson Davis. Middleton covering. And here's Kispert from the arc. And again, Washington, no good. The Warriors lead by 18. Grant, in recent seasons, the big limiter on Chris Middleton's game has been health.
Yeah, B.A., and it's just so frustrating. Here's a high-impact player, an all-star, and he's always having to come back from something.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit too easy, bro.
Here's Koulibaly.
Smoking their ass against the Washington Wizards.
It's good on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
What you got, man? What you got?
Here's MP.
Don't get dunked.
Coming in off 21 points in his last
Get off.
outing.
Oh,
And
shit.
no
Well, you can't even hold me, boy. This nigga right here couldn't hold me right here.
McCollum right side. Koulibaly finds Bagley. They set a pick. Now McCollum gets the 3 ball to go. McCollum's got 8.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Washington making some changes. Sarr comes in for Bagley, and it's Johnson in for Koulibaly. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Al Horford's checked in for Jackson Davis. Draymond Green comes in for Santos. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Hield. And it's Curry in for Podziemski. The Wizards trail by 15. McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Curry. And the 3 off target. The Warriors have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Yep, count it. And the Warriors lead by 17.
You love any possession that ends in the paint, especially if the ball is in the hands of Jimmy Butler.
It's Johnson with a drive. Count it. He's got 6.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
MP outside. Deflected.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
I need to start dunking on his ass. That's how I'm gonna
3-pointer Kispert. It's
Ooh, I
rebounded
got
by
this shit.
Golden State. They led the game at 1 point by 20. This game's coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
From deep, MP. MP getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. A tremendous offensive output. He's got 29 tonight. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for Golden State.
Some teams just play slow and methodical. These guys have taken the F1 approach. Faster, faster.
Didn't know you were into race cars, big fella. You taking me to Monaco?
I got room on the plane, Ernie.
Oh, let's just drive. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pistons, to even have a chance, they'll probably have to play their best game of the year. I think you could do that in stretches. But can they do it all tonight, Shaq?
I don't see it.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, PA, because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
They've got Johnson, Alexander Sarr out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Corey Kispert, and it's McCollum at the point guard position. That's the group for Washington right now.
Now, the greatest shooter in the history of the game, Curry, so good from deep.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. MP outside. Butler on the wing. 5 on the clock. No good on the 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Curry with a steal. 3 on none, no one back. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Guys?
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. McCollum outside, pass to Kispert. Middleton outside. McCollum outside, just 5 on the clock. From deep, Johnson. Washington again can't hit. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected can, thanks to AT&T. Wizards trail by 17. Outside Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. 3-pointer is up. Middleton. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
Now, this is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
The Wizards have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Middleton finds Johnson. Nifty move. Good D by MP.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Off target with the 3.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Kispert, the pass to Johnson. McCollum looks around. The kick out to Johnson. Washington again can't hit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Washington has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Kispert outside. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Back to Kispert. And he drops it in from the low post. Kispert's got his first points of the night.
Let's remember, Kispert is 6'7", 220. He can operate inside.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Bagley's checked in for Washington. Coulibaly comes in for C.J. McCollum and some Wizards trail by 15. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Hield and Butler holding down the forward spots. Stephen Curry is out there with MP, and it's Horford in at the center spot. Now here's Coulibaly. Pass to George. Now here's Whitmore. 6 on the shot clock. From outside, off the mark. MP scanning the floor. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Curry against McCollum. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Hield.
Warriors substitution. Number 23.
McCollum outside. Bagley a screen on Curry. There's McCollum with the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jimison's got 8 rebounds in the game. Shoots. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. MP's got 37.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
George outside. Back to Coulibaly. Fires for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Coulibaly's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. It's deflected. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. McCollum, the pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bagley a screen on Curry. McCollum. And it's MP with a rebound. Jimison's got 9 rebounds now. Butler outside. Jacks up a 3. Coulibaly with the rebound. Wizards trail by 14. McCollum! Cash money from in close.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Now Bagley flushes it down with both hands.
Just a great combo guard. McCollum is capable of being a go-to scorer as well as a terrific distributor.
So for Washington, Sars checked in for George. Kispert comes in for Whitmore. And it's Johnson in for Coulibaly. Now here's MP. Butler. MP outside. Shot clock at 5. Green fires. And he gets the jumper to fall.
The ability to have this kind of IQ this young by MP, his team has got to be thrilled.
Ooh, he leaves no question.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And so MP will bring it up for the Warriors. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now Curry. Horford, screen on Johnson. Here's Curry. MP outside. Fires the 3. Bagley rips down the board. And Washington with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. MP pushing through the contact inside. MP.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Warriors.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
Add this one to the win column. Their 57th of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Washington. Johnson outside. Here's Sarr. McCollum knocks down the trifecta. MP with it. There's the drive, and good! There's another!
Once again, he's hit the 40-point mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into third all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan did it an incredible 37 times back in 1987, but that mark has been passed. What a special year this guy's had.
Terrific awareness by Alex Sarr. That is protecting your rim, folks.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Booyah! He sinks the triple. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Wizards foul. C.J. McCollum. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Curry. And so they foul intentionally.
C.J. McCollum. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
Stephen Curry at the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
Now a timeout called by Washington. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth. Your thoughts, guys?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Stolen by Sarr. And so it's Golden State winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And let's check in with Jennifer Quintana.
MP with a double-double in tonight's victory. It seemed like whenever your team needed something, you delivered. Your thoughts?
I get sick if I think I'm going to miss a game because I know my guys are counting on me to do whatever it takes. So for me, tonight was the kind of game I lived for. Whatever problem we had, I solved it. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they give me a standing O when I get back to the locker room.
Great confidence, MP. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game, and we'll see you next time.
I'm so proud of you, MP. Not just tonight, but the fact that you managed to come from where you started to now being in real contention for Rookie of the Year. That's an amazing story, man. People don't do what you're doing.
Yeah, you really think I got a shot?
Since when did you get so humble?
Nah, man, it's not that. I just really respect your opinion.
I always knew you had the talent since that first open run. What I didn't know is whether you had the mentality to maximize that talent. You show me you do.
It's crazy to think about, man. I don't know where I'd be if you didn't give me that shot.
I'm happy to play the small role. But don't sell yourself short. You made this happen, MP. Just keep working, young brother. You're going to be one of the best players in this league sooner than you think.
Right. Because I'm him.
Here you go.